Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, ho. Hi, welcome back to the Super Divorce YouTube channel. Nicholas Villars here, aka Super Divorce, and welcome to a second night in a row of streaming whatchamacallit. What is this? The Sega Genesis Mini. That's what I was looking for. I'm here to stream the Sega Genesis Mini, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I hope that you have stopped by in order to hang out and to perhaps talk some shit. You can do that if you want to. The world's in your hands here. Hello, Carrot. We have Carrot in the chat joining us this eve. How are you tonight, sir? I hope you're doing quite well. Hope everyone's doing quite well. Oi! Oi! What are we going to start with tonight? Carrot, what should we start with here? What would be a good game to start off with? Let me look here. I realized after checking my statistics from last night's stream that, well, I played Sonic the Hedgehog for a bit, and I got a copyright claim for the Green Hill Zone music, which seemed kind of weird to me. Figured that would have been cleared by now, but I guess not. So, what are we gonna do? I'll play columns until we figure out something better. Oh, wait. Oh, thank you, Carrot. A very generous $9.99 super chat here. Carrot's wanting to know if my lawn is looking better. Yep, figured out why it was fucked up. Indeed, it's because we have, we might still have moles. Little rodent moles burrowing around in all over the damn front lawn there. But we figured it out, and we had a company come out and they installed mole traps like all over the yard. So that's kind of a drag. I mean, you know, it looks a little poopy. It's not the most, like I said, I'm not going to win any awards from the City Beautiful Commission this year. Because, you know, it's just unsightly to have these traps, you know, kind of sticking out. Let's do... okay. It's just a little unsightly. But it's important to get these moles cleared out, because they will destroy your lawn if you don't take care of them. They won't go away. That's what we were waiting for. I was waiting for the longest time. Longest time. And they just got worse. With their burrowing and their bullshit, you know? It's just, it's a real drag to have to deal with it. But, you know, we'll figure it out. Their time is, it's not up yet, but it's limited. Every Sunday, I think, is when the company comes out and they check the mole traps, and they leave you this little door hanger, you know, like a little flyer on your door, and they let you know how many moles they caught that week. And, it's been 0 for 2 weeks in a row. Ah, shit. Messed that up, didn't I? Yeah, it's been 0 for 2 weeks in a row. But the week before, let's see, 3 weeks ago, I guess, would have been, they caught 2 of them. So we're getting them out of there. Their time's coming. I mentioned this last night. This is one of the... Oh, wait, can you do diagonals on this? Yeah, I think you can. God, okay. Alright, that's good to know. This is one of the few games that I had for the Sega CD game system. Columns. Oh, I should have moved that down. See, I get hasty. And I think, oh, yeah, that's going to go there. And then I... No. There, that's what I wanted. Okay. Alright. Yeah, see? A nice little diagonal job there. Not too bad. I mean, it's no Tetris. It's okay. It's no Candy Crush Saga. Actually, I've never played Candy Crush, so I don't know. I know it's the official game of middle-aged women, I believe. Ah, there we go. Carrot, you ever play any Candy Crush Saga? Maybe you're a big fan. Maybe Carrot's a big fan of Candy Crush Saga. What do we do here? Maybe that just took care of some things. Well, all you get is masterful gaming around here, typically. I mean, that's... Unless I decide to show you some... Look at that. Every now and again, I want to show you what bad gaming looks like, just so you remember. But more often than not, I try to keep it masterful, like that right there. And that right there. And that right there. Check that out. Boom. And here, yep, there we go. There's another. If we can get that right there, there we go. Looky there. Columns. Coming right back to me. Yeah. I'm setting up a move here. Bear with me. There we go. Nope. There, that's what I want. Just trying to see if I can make it. Can I make it past the first level at least? Is that how this works? I don't remember if there are actually levels or what completion looks like. If I'm trying to clear the entire board, it's a little foggy on that one. Whoa, now it's getting super crazed. Look at that. Whoop. Moving pretty quick here. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like if you suck at this game. I'm going to show you how that looks. So just watch. Here's what it looks like. Here's what it looks like if you suck. See? You saw how well I was doing until I was like, now look, here's what's going to happen. Here's what it looks like if you are no good. Asked. Alright. Okay, let's find something else here. Let's see. What are we going to do now? Let's go to the main menu. Oh, what's up? We've got Gabriel here. Gabriel Bueno. What's up, Gabriel? No, I don't suck. I'm actually the greatest video game player ever. So, no, I don't suck. I was going for the high score, and then I decided, you know what? Nah, I'm not going to go for it right now, actually. I don't want to do that. I was pretending to suck. Anytime you see me being bad at a game, that's what's going on. I'm just pretending. #1 video game player in the multiverse, actually. Encompasses a wider range than just the universe itself. We're talking about all different versions of me that could possibly exist. You're speaking, you're listening to the one and watching the one that's the best of them all. Best of the best. Just like Eric Roberts. Best of the best. Alright, what are we going to do now? Gabriel, which game should I play next here on the Sega Genesis 16-bit video entertainment system miniature? Got a wide selection of games we can choose from. Obviously not the entire Sega Genesis catalog. But if you see something that looks like fun or something maybe you've never seen before, throw it out there. We'll take a look. There is a Super Divorce cinematic universe. We started with the Super Duper Divorce videos. Second one is on the way. Some Sonic. Well, I played Sonic 1 last night, so how about we, I guess we can go ahead and do Sonic 2. From the year 1992, Sonic returns to save the world in his second game, considered by many to be a series highlight for its enhanced speed and momentum. Tails the twin-tailed fox also makes his debut, and the game features a 2-player mode. Carrot doesn't know what Vectorman is. We can take a look at Vectorman following Sonic the Hedgehog. Go ahead and throw your requests in, and I'll take them in the order I get them. Sonic and Miles Tails Prower. I never understood that when I was a kid. For the longest time, I was like, "What is that? What kind of name is that? What kind of name is Miles Tails Prower?" It was totally lost on me as a child. You know, I was 6 or 7 years old when this game came out, so cut me some slack. That always happens, and I just did it to show you that it always happens. I could have avoided that if I wanted to, but it's a mistake that most people make, and I just wanted you guys to see it. Pop, pop. I love Castlevania. I'm always up for playing some Castlevania. If for no other reason than just to listen to the Castlevania music. Some of the greatest video game tunes ever created. In the whole of damn creation and all of video games. Boing. Alright, now we can rev up a bit. Nope, let's go back and get it. I went through and played Sonic 1, 2, and 3 in the Sonic Origins collections. Posted all those playthroughs right here on the channel, and I got all of the Chaos Emeralds in my playthrough. If you're interested to see what that looks like. I don't know if I'll be playing all the way through this tonight. But if you're interested to see what a full playthrough of Sonic 2 looks like, retrieving all of the fabled Chaos Emeralds, go and check out that playthrough I did here. I think I did a pretty good job. This part was always a nightmare as a kid. But it's fun. It was cool. It was definitely cool to see, but it always served to piss me off, to ruffle my feathers a bit. When the bombs start getting you, you know. Because even for the greatest video game player in the world, some of these Chaos Emerald challenges, you get to a point where in the course, you turn a corner, and if you've not done it before, if you don't kind of have it memorized, bombs will just appear, and if you don't know where they're going to be, then you'll almost certainly get hit and lose some rings. So, not the most fun, but, you know, it's, it is what it is. Yep. Up we go. Over. There we are. Okay. Oh, Gabriel says, jumped here to say that I love your gameplay of Happy's Humble Burger Farm. Literally used to play that video every night just for the sounds of making burgers. Well, I'm glad that you appreciated that walkthrough, because let me tell you something before you go about that particular video. I am very proud of how that one turned out. I was doing a blind playthrough first. Like, I downloaded that game and recorded it. I wanted to have the first playthrough of that game up on YouTube out of all of the YouTubers. And I think my first run, because obviously there was no guide for it, it had just come out, and I kind of took my time. I wanted to explore. My first run was about 10 hours, and then right near the end of the recording, something happened with my computer, and the file got corrupted, and it wouldn't play. It was useless. I downloaded programs to try to fix it, and nothing worked. So I just had to delete that 10-hour playthrough, and I just, you know, stared at my computer for a while, just pissed beyond belief. And I was like, all right, no, it's not going down like that. I was like, I am going to do this again. So that's what I did. I sat back down, and I believe that video that's up, the one that you talked about watching so many times, is like, I don't know, 3.5 hours-ish. So I shaved off like 7 hours just because I knew exactly where I was going. I knew how the mechanics worked. I knew what to do. And I think it's a very fine walkthrough. I don't claim to post walkthroughs very often because a lot of the games that I post up, you know, I'm just doing a blind playthrough. So you're not necessarily getting me showing you the fastest route, point A to point B. But that one kind of turned out that way. Look at that. Tails, you shit. Ruining it. That's another thing about playing with Tails. You can avoid the bombs, but sometimes Tails doesn't, and then that screws you up. But anyway, that's my little story about the Happy's Humble Burger Farm playthrough there. So thank you for enjoying that. I'm glad that you've gotten so much mileage out of it. Really looking forward to whatever Scythe dev team does next. The creators of Happy's Humble Burger Farm. I think they're going to do a VR version. That's what they've been hinting for a while. So, not like a retread of Happy's Humble Burger Farm, but the next, like the sequel, I think, is going to be a VR game. That's what they keep poking fun at. So we'll see. Gabriel says, I never got to finish even one Sonic game. Well, they get pretty tough, you know? The thing is, Sonic, obviously, goes fast. Gotta go fast. But that's a trick. He's capable of moving quickly, but you don't always want to. Sometimes that can screw you up. This game is oftentimes the player versus the player. It's you against yourself. You got to remind yourself to slow down and not rush too much and take your time, which is difficult when you can go so quickly. All right, hope to see you again, Gabriel. Take care. There we go. No big deal. NBD. Pop that up. What'd you say? Carrot says, I remember a very angry dude in the comments of that video lambasting you for not reading. Oh yeah, there was that guy. We did have a little butthurt sweetheart in that, because I think he said maybe there was one thing that I accidentally, when I was reading it, I probably like hit spacebar and accidentally skipped over something. Yeah, that guy was something else. One of the strangest exchanges I've had with anyone on YouTube, I think, was that guy. I think he might have said that, or maybe this was different. I feel like there was someone kind of recent on a different game who said that I was going through the text too quickly on some game, you know, where you had to stop and read things. But I always make sure to, like, leave extra time. I think that I don't know. I'm not a speed reader. I don't think that I have, like, superhuman reading powers or anything, but I'll read something, you know, a line of dialogue that pops up on the screen, and I get through it, and what I usually do is I read it, you know, to completion, if you will, 2 times. Like at my normal pace. So I'll read it fully, and then I'll go back and I'll read it again. I'll be like, okay, that should be enough time for anyone to have digested what's, you know, written there. Hey, Jess. Here's a fun thing. Today, October 4th, Jess and I are celebrating our 14th wedding anniversary. We kind of went out and celebrated over the weekend. So if you're like, well, why are you on YouTube? Why aren't you out on a date? Because we went out, you know, we did our little date night on, was that Saturday, I think? So tonight was just kind of a regular night. We've got some housework going on, so not like not a laid back anniversary day or anything like that. There was a lot of work being done today and cleaning and all that kind of shit. So yeah. Well, thank you, Carrot. 14 years of marriage. 19 years together. How about that? Got together back in our senior year of high school. Hey, thanks, GLFL. That's a new name. Howdy do. Thanks for being here and hanging out. Thank you for wishing me and my wife a happy anniversary. Yeah, there we go. See? Tails just really tries to do everything that he can just screw up the ring collection. Always. Whoop! Get out of the way there. Yeah, they throw those in at you to try to screw you up right at the end. You gotta make that jump, Tails. Just 20 rings to go. There we go. Really try to psych you out with these. Ah, see, look at that. Good thing. Whew. Damn it, Tails. Look at that. This is one of the reasons why I... Oh, man, look at that. Garbage. That's garbage. Tails just, I mean, look at that. That's ridiculous. Not enough rings. Okay, well, you know what we're going to do? Return to the main menu. How about that shit? You like that, Sonic? You like that, Tails? It wasn't Sonic's fault, it was Tails' fault. So what do we want to do next? Carrot, you wanted to see Vectorman, eh? And then we'll bebop on over to Castlevania after that. Vectorman, release year of 1995. Play as the robot Vectorman in this action game with must-see fluid animations. The Orbots, Earth's environmental cleanup drones, have rebelled. Vectorman is humanity's last hope to stop the robot revolution. Let's go. So here's Vectorman. I never owned Vectorman. I think I rented it maybe once or twice, you know. But I did not own this game as a kid, so it's still fairly unfamiliar to me. It looked cool back in the day. I remember seeing ads for it and reading about it probably in like Electronic Gaming Monthly. Earth, it's 2049. Earth's cities, forests, and ice caps are fouled with toxic sludge. Humanity has escaped to the stars, leaving mechanical Orbots to clean up. It's kind of like Wall-E, isn't it? Alright, so we got our jump button. And our blast. A or B to blast. Do anything with that TV? What does that do? Give us something? Oh, we got some stuff there. Okay, we can destroy the televisions. This does look pretty good for a Sega game, doesn't it? Oop. Very fluid animations for a Genesis game. Whoop! Alright, just let me get my bearings here. Nope. The problem here is that these guys... Whoop. They start shooting at you, and you can barely see them. You know, it's like they don't appear... Oh, what was that? They don't appear as far away from you as I would like in a platforming game like this. I would like the enemies to show up a little bit sooner, but you know, I can't change that. What do we got up here? Some sort of power up. Got some flying things of some sort. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. I guess just to the right. Oh. got a double jump. I didn't know that. Whoa, damn it. Those look like those bugs that you always see on the ATM machines. I call them ATM bugs. I don't know what any of these things do. I've been given some sort of power up here where I'm like a drill. It seemed like it almost hurt me. I don't know what's going on there. Is that something I want? Okay, that was health. We got these little, well, I guess you would call them, oh! Maybe you'd call them orbs. Man. Are those guys just like infinite? Where are they coming from? Okay, I'm gonna continue on here. Nope. Ah, damn it. See, those guys start... What I mean is they start shooting when they're, like, off the screen. And I find that to be annoying. I don't like that. I'd like to know there's an enemy there before he starts shooting at me so I can actually, you know, do something about it. So I'm not sure how varied the environments are here, what the different worlds look like. Again, I can't tell you much about Vectorman. We're kind of discovering and figuring this out together. Well, what the what? I don't get that. I mean, I could be wrong, but I thought I had, like, full health there. Jesus. Wow. Game over. There's my score. Okay. I mean, that's nice. Interesting game. I don't feel like grinding on it right now, though. Let's go back to the main menu. What's next here? What are we gonna jump over to? Didn't I say Castlevania? Castlevania Bloodlines. Release year 1994. Castlevania, the famed action-adventure series, gets a unique entry on the Genesis/Mega Drive. John Morris and Eric Lecard fight their way across Europe to stop Dracula from being resurrected. Let's do it. Let's give it a shot, please. I've never beaten this one, I don't believe. Stars John Morris. I've beaten 1, 2, and 3. But I think that's the extent of it. I've beaten the NES Castlevanias. I'd like to go through and play all of them at some point. I think that would be a cool thing to do. Kind of like I did with Metal Gear a few years ago. I played every Metal Gear game, like, right in a row, in release order. And that was quite an exhilarating gaming experience. Can I get that guy? I don't know what's going on there. So you can't do your diagonal slash unless you jump in the air. Okay. These candelabras look familiar. And let's see. We can throw our boomerangs, but then we use up those crystals, the blue crystals you see up there. Looks like we got 7 of them at the moment. And these guys are gonna keep coming at us. So, I mean, this feels like a classic Castlevania game to me so far. Maybe a little bit faster paced than... Oh! Maybe a little faster paced than the NES ones. I don't know, because, you know, those get pretty speedy at a certain point. It's not like those are slow, but... Oh, I don't know what this power-up's doing here. That looks cool. A throwing axe. I wonder if we'll find any chickens. Find any rotisserie chicken in the walls. Wall chicken. Yeah, we got our score right here. You know, I was looking at that last night when I was playing Sonic. It occurred to me, I was like, you know, I never did it, but it might have been fun, like having friends over or something and seeing who can get the high score on Sonic. We got something in the wall there. What is that? I don't know what that did. Something else fun about old games, you know, they have all these items, and you just pick them up and collect them, and there's not like a menu you can go to and get an explanation of what most of these things are. You need to have your instruction manual nearby. The old instruction manual. Whoop! Well, they've not taken that out. One of the worst things about Castlevania. When the enemies hit you like right near the water, and then you just go ooh, ooh. You ult backwards right to your death. Because your guy, whoever you're playing as, doesn't matter who it is, you're out here, you're fighting monsters, you're fighting Dracula, werewolves, skeletons, but your character never learned to swim. It's always a weakness in Castlevania games. Just wasn't able to get that down before setting out for adventures and all that type of stuff. No, it's like, no, I don't think I'm going to need to swim. That's not going to come up. There's never going to be a body of water I might need to get across. There'll surely be a boat or a ferryman who can take me. I'm not going to bother with learning to swim. That's for fools and peasants. Ah, damn. I haven't seen, like... Has there been any health? What the hell? What was he, breaking the glass? I guess so. Okay, so he shatters the glass and then you die. Got it. I like to think what I'm doing right now is just kind of sampling. We're just having like a sampler platter. I'm not really going for any sort of completion here. Well, I thought I'd gotten out of the way, to be honest with you. Have I ever owned a Game Genie? Yeah, I think I had the original Game Genie. Like from a friend who might have brought it over one time and then like left it and never picked it back up. But it's not something that I used regularly. I remember I was one of the Game Shark for the N64. Especially when the wrestling games came out because, you know, I don't know if it's true. Never really looked into it. But the rumor was, I remember hearing this like all the time. It was like, oh dude, if you have a Game Shark, you can unlock flaming tables in WrestleMania 2000. Or No Mercy or whatever it was that, you know, was being talked about. Because that was always a big thing, you know, like, if you grew up watching wrestling in the 90s, ECW, you know, being the crazy extreme championship wrestling that it was, you'd always hear about matches where dudes would pull out a folding table and then light it on fire and then powerbomb someone through it. And it's like, oh man, it's so awesome. You can put that in a game if you have the Game Shark. But I never did it. How about you, Carrot? Were you a Game Genie owner? Doing cheat codes and shit all the time? What is that? Right. Oh, I can do a little swingy swing. I had not realized that. Oh! I feel like that's a trick. Yeah, it is a trick. They're pretty stingy with health in this game. I don't think I've seen a single instance of a health pickup so far. Not that I need it, I'm just saying. Ag! Well. Am I supposed to swing on this, I wonder? Ah, yeah, okay. Well, that's cool at least. You know, at least the skeletons have to play by the rules, too. If they get in front of the big blade on the pendulum, they can get pwned, too. I always appreciate that. Hey, there we go. There's some wall chicken. Carrot says he had a Game Genie for the Game Boy. I didn't even know they made one for the Game Boy, to be honest with you. Game over. Alright. What are we gonna do next? Back to the main menu. Let's go back up to the top here. Maybe an early Genesis game. Hey, how about Space Harrier 2? From 1989. Really wish I still had my original Game Boy. I kept it for so many years. Until I was in my 20s. My original Game Boy that I got when I was a wee lad. There are pictures of me, I believe, opening my Game Boy for my 5th birthday. And I had it. Kept it. Had my games, the charger, everything. The original box that it came in. And during some move, probably back in like, it had to have been maybe like 2010, it just disappeared. And I have no idea what happened to it. And I'm still butthurt about that to this day. I'm going to buy myself another one at some point. because I really loved my Game Boy. Let's see, what are we gonna go with here? So we can pick. Carrot only has his Game Boy Color and Advance. The Advance is one that I never owned. One of the rare systems that I never bought. Let's try Hope City. I think Space Harrier has ooh, it's got a really cool look to it. A really unique style of game. Oh!
Get ready.
This is stage 10 though. So I've jumped ahead. They probably would not recommend starting with stage 10. Maybe I should go back.
Get ready.
Just to feel it out a little bit. Oh!
Get ready.
But in an era where most games were still side-scrolling or top-down, you know, this is pretty ambitious. 1989. I'll try again. I'll go to one of the earlier stages just to... Stuna area. It's neat that you can run, and then like, nah, I want to fly for a bit. And you can run again. But I've never completed this game. This is another one I remember renting on a few occasions. Never got all the way through it. Yeah. Oh. Raw.
Get ready.
GFL says, I wish I could stay longer, but I have a test tomorrow and I have to sleep. Well, thank you for being here for the time that you were, and I hope to see you again very soon. And good luck on your test. Rest up. You don't want to have a foggy brain going into your test tomorrow. So, you have my blessing. So we can get this turtle guy out of here. That's 2 heads down. Got him. Just out here tiptoeing through the tulips. You know, I saw the craziest shit on Twitter. Let me tell you about this. How about? I don't remember what the guy's name was, but I was kind of going around. It was making the rounds. People were discussing it. And I got the impression that there were multiple streamers doing this over on Twitch. But they were kicking people out, like banning them from their channel for lurking, for not engaging in the chat. And I was like, what kind of absolute prick would you have to be to demand that the people watching your stream actually type shit in and chat with you, or else you're going to ban them?
Get ready.
I mean, how absurd is that? That's embarrassing. You know, there's so many things out there for people to watch. In my opinion, you should just be grateful if you've got viewers. If there's someone sitting there, and out of all the different things they could be taking in, they're watching your stream. But that's not good enough for some people, apparently. Oh! Some people are actually going to have the audacity to say, you know what? If you're hanging out here and I catch you not engaging, then I'm not just going to boot you. I'm going to ban you from watching my channel. I feel like that's the person almost doing the viewer a favor, because I don't think that anyone should be supporting creators who are going to behave in such a dastardly and, quite frankly, an embarrassing manner. Twitch is pretty toxic, you say, Carrot. Well, I'm actually dual streaming on Twitch now, because I saw that they, for a long time, what kept me from even bothering with Twitch was they have this deal where if you become like their version of monetized, I guess they call it being an affiliate, then they would say, well, all right, well, now that you're an affiliate, you can't post anything that you stream on Twitch to YouTube until like 24 or 48 hours after you stream here. I was like, well, screw that. I ain't gonna work to get a Twitch affiliate channel and then have to like parse up how I stream between the two. I was just gonna do it if I could stream to both at once, which I figured out they took that rule away just like a couple weeks ago. And so I said, all right, well, you know, I can set it up to do both at the same time. Why not? I'm not really pushing Twitch hard or anything. Because for one thing, I never use Twitch. Like, I don't watch anyone on Twitch. But if someone wants to watch me on Twitch and hang out, then I'd be glad to have them. But I just I don't do much on Twitch myself. What next? Castle of Illusion. Wonder Boy. Road Rage. Echo the Dolphin. I was talking about it last night. I'll mention it again, and probably any time that I stream for the foreseeable future, but I've been in the mood to play Genesis because of Sega Mania magazine that I've been reading, which is an awesome magazine. If you are pining for the glory days of print media and you'd like to read a fantastic video game magazine put together by people who actually like playing video games, who aren't doing it just because they're Johnny-come-latelys trying to capitalize on the popularity of video games today, not to sound like an old head. If you like video games, doesn't matter when you got into them. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying there are people out there, there are a lot of games journalists, they like to consider themselves journalists, who slop together, you know, a few paragraphs about some game they played for a half hour, because they don't want to do the work of actually playing something. They don't want to complete anything. They'll take a game like Elden Ring and then bash it because it doesn't have a baby mode. You know, shit like that. Anyway, taking it back to when people would actually give the games they were reviewing an honest try and discuss them and do so in an entertaining way, not a sterile and dry way that makes you want to, like, I don't know. How does Game Informer make me feel now? Just sterile. Just like I'm gonna start coughing up dust when I read it. It's just got this dry, like, unpleasant sort of vibe to it when I pick up a Game Informer magazine now. It's too slick and sleek. Look, I don't know. It's tough to explain it. It's not that you can't have a good-looking magazine. That's not what I'm saying, because I like the way that Sega Mania magazine looks. But again, it's got some, like, personality to it. Okay. Here. Think of it this way. It's the difference between the way McDonald's looked in 1993 versus the way McDonald's looks now. It's like when you walk into McDonald's or basically any other fast food restaurant now, many other places are kind of following suit. Grocery stores, some are remodeling in the same way, where everything looks like very sterile, and all the life has been sucked out of it. It's like very little color, very little flair, very little decor, just flat. And like clean, okay, clean enough. Game Informer is a nice, clean, sleek-looking magazine, but it's lost its life. It has no blood to it anymore. But if you think that the golden age of video game magazines has come and gone, there is an entire, I'm finding, like, subculture of, like, new indie game magazines that are I don't want to say, like, gaining prominence, because you're not going to find these things on your store shelves. But within the subculture, if you're into the idea of a print video game magazine, you can probably find a print video game magazine for, like, your particular field of interest. So if you're a Sega fan, Sega Mania magazine. I ordered all the back issues like a few months ago, and I've been working my way through them, and they're just awesome. I cannot praise this magazine enough. But I found that there's also some others out there that have advertised in Sega Mania magazine, and I see them posting on Twitter and so on and so forth, like magazines for retro first-person shooters, and yeah, so high quality too. I'm not talking like a little pamphlet on cheap paper like this. Here, if you hear that flopping, that's the magazine. That's a nice hefty magazine on nice stock glossy paper. How many pages is this one? The one that I've got in my hand right now is 63 pages. Full of reviews, full of articles. So check it out. All right. At some point, perhaps they will sponsor my channel for all the shilling that I'm doing for them. All right, what's next? What am I going to do next? Maybe a couple more before I shove off to bed for the night. Carrot, any other requests here? Beyond Oasis. I don't know what that is. I don't know what Landstalker is. We all know what Tetris is. Can do Road Rash too. I was just reading an article about the original Road Rash. Maybe I'll do that. Give that a try. From 1992. Oh wait. We'll come back to that. Carrot has requested Contra. Contra Hardcore. Release year 1994. Let's check it out. They haven't made a good Contra game in a long time. Konami, what a strange company they are. They've got these great franchises and they just kind of let them sit and collect dust. They make, what's that machine called? Pachinko in Japan. They were like teasing a Metal Gear thing a few years ago, and that turned out to be a pachinko machine. It's like, Jesus, you guys are clueless, man. Or maybe they're not. Maybe they're making a killing off of their little gambling machines. I don't know. Okay, let's go and restore order. Here we come. Alright. Feels Contra-y. Contra-ish. Gotta get our power-ups. Not a Contra game without some power-ups going on. Oop. I don't like this one. I don't like this power-up. Too lasery. I like something with some spread, you know? No. I guess game over. I underestimated that guy's, his health. Alright, I'll try one more time. Maybe a different character. Maybe the lady. Let's take Sheena. She's a punk rocker, I hear. I hear Sheena is a punk rocker. Well, oh, come on now. Whoop. Only bad thing is when you get... Ah, man. So here's my complaint. It's like, when you get... Shit. When you get explosions going so crazily all over the screen, it becomes difficult to see the enemy projectiles. It's like, I appreciate you want to have, you know, big Michael Bay type explosions in your game. That's cool. But you got to figure out a way to do it so that it doesn't become confusing. Is he almost done? Jesus. Okay then. Well. Alright. Well, that's what it looks like if you suck at Contra Hardcore. Which I do not suck. But if I did, that's what it would look like. Back to the main menu we go. Just an appetizer, that's all. No big deal. Alright, how about Road Rash number 2? It is a tough thing to manage in the old bullet hell. Some games do it well, others not so much. We're gonna start in Alaska, eh? Pretty good music. There we go, that's... Oh! Don't want to do that. Come on, get back on your bike. This all looks very familiar to me. I was just in Alaska. I think I was actually on this road. I think I remember driving down this road when I was in Alaska a couple months ago. Where are we going? Oh, you can control the guy. So you can just... How far down the road can we run? So you can actually go for a jog in Road Rash 2. Huh. Look at that. I don't know that I've ever seen another game from this era where this is possible. You know, like Super Hang On, you crash, you're just right back on the track. Can I make it all the way to the finish line? I wonder if I can complete the race on foot. I didn't realize that in Road Rash 2 you could just say, screw the bike, I'm gonna jog it. Can you go off into the... No, you can't go all the way to the forest, so there's a cap on how far off the road you can go, but if you want to, it seems like you can just keep running forever. Oh. A cop got me. Hauled away. So we've got Alaska, Tennessee, Vermont, Arizona, and Hawaii. Let's check out Hawaii. Oh, how about that shit? You like that? Get out of here. You know, when I see all these games, right, makes me realize, like, and I don't think I'm any special case here, it makes me realize, like, how few games most people owned back in the day. A lot of games look familiar, but, like, the games from this era that I'm, like, super familiar with, that I remember playing a lot, it's like the big ones, of course, you know, your Mortal Kombats. I always got the new Madden every year. Sonic. On the, you know, Nintendo systems, of course, all the Mario games, all the Zelda games, all your first-party big titles that you knew were going to be good were like the ones that you would buy, that you would ask for Christmas or whatever. But then a lot of the other stuff that you would kind of read about in gaming magazines, I feel like that's the stuff you rented. So I don't know how many games I rented like one time and then just never played again. Probably a lot of them. Probably some of the games that I'm coming back to on the Sega Genesis Mini were at some point in my house. Something I grabbed from Blockbuster one weekend and then played and took back and moved on to something else next time. Not many games warranted like repeat rentals. For me anyway. And if I did rent something over and over again, you know, then that would be, I think, kind of leverage that I could use against the parents, you know, trying to plead my case and say, hey, well, I've... Get out of here, Kappa. You say, you guys have rented this for me like 10 times. I could have just bought it by now. But there's so many games out there, so many from the old days that maybe a friend had, you played a few times, but most of us back then, we weren't going all the way through the Genesis library or the, you know, the NES library. Ah, shit. I got too combative. Where'd my bike go? But this is fun. I like this. I like this road rash. The handling is nice and intuitive. as I go flying because I... Okay. I think my bike's way back here now. Now I'm really thinking about the cop that I punched off his bike, you know? Could be right behind me now. But anyway, despite that mishap there, the handling is fair enough. It's not impossible. Some racing games, they can be pretty brutal on the controls. This one, not too bad. Can you get run over on foot? I don't know, I'd have to try. Let me see if I can do that. Maybe in Tennessee. Let's give Tennessee a shot and see if we can get run over on foot. When I was running before, I don't think I saw like any cars or anything. Maybe if I can get ahead. Whoop, alright, there we go. Get up and try to get run over. Come on. I don't see anyone behind me now. Ah. I'm trying. Maybe if I just stay on this side of the road, some oncoming traffic will tear into me. Ah, shit, I thought that was a car, but it was just a billboard. It's not what I want. Well, you can see why this guy decides to race motorcycles and not run marathons, because I don't think that his form is quite up there with the foremost athletes in the world of foot racing. Seems to be struggling a bit. Kind of doing the poopy butt run. So trying to find a bathroom. Well, maybe traffic just slows down when you're off your bike. There was a... Yeah, Marshall got me. So I'm going to say that you probably cannot get run over on foot, because once I started running, I didn't see any other bikes coming. I didn't see any oncoming traffic, which seemed to be somewhat regular when I was on my bike. Alright. Well, that's pretty fun. That would be a fun one to play with friends. Let's do one more here. One more for tonight. Viewer's choice, Carrot. We can go with an early game, or a later game, or a middle game. It's up to you. Take your pick. Whatever you'd like to pick. Could it be Wonder Boy? Could it be Shining Force? World of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. Carrot says I could be cruel and suggest Echo the Dolphin. I honestly don't hate Echo. That was one that one of my friends had, and we used to play it. It was a girl who lived right behind me when I moved to my new neighborhood in 2nd grade. There was a girl behind me named Kara, and she had a Sega, and we would trade games sometimes. But I remember she had Echo. We used to play Echo at her house. We used to play the 7-Up game, Cool Spot. Did you ever play Cool Spot? A platformer starring the 7-Up logo. Or is it 7-Up or Sprite? Alright, we'll try Shining Force. 1993. The first entry in the ever-popular tactical RPG series. A millennium after the Dark Dragon was sealed, 30 warriors of light band together to stop the invading forces of Rune Faust. Probably not one we're going to get through tonight. If it's a tactical RPG. Wow, Dark Dragon, Ancients. Let's see now, what else does this old book say? 1,000 years have passed since they vanquished Dark Dragon. And this book says Dark Dragon threatened to return right about now. I bet anything that Dark Dragon is behind the evil hordes of Rune Faust. I need to tell someone about this, but who would listen to a kid like me? I think Dark Dragon's coming back. Will you help us? Come on, it'll be an adventure. Yeah, sure. Pick an adventure, 1, 2, or 3. Why don't we start with adventure 1? That sounds good. Say, what shall I call you? Call me, Call me, Please call me Butt Cake. Nice to meet you, Butt Cake. I'm Simone. Come back often and tell me everything. You need to get going. Evil spreads farther across Rune with every passing day. Alright. Chapter 1, Rune Faust Invasion. Butt Cake? Butt Cake? Come on, kid, wake up. I didn't hit you that hard. Keep your guard up, kid. Those beasts of Rune Faust will tear you to pieces. Okay, that's enough for today. You'd better take it easy for a while. Alright, here we are as Butt Cake. Well, Butt Cake, had enough swordplay for today? I don't know how you keep at it hour after hour. I'm dead tired after about 15 minutes. Well, you can do things like that when you are Butt Cake. Talk, magic, search, item. Path to master swordsmanship, warrior techniques, and many more books. Okay, let's get on there. You have the makings of a great fighter, Butt Cake. You'll be tested soon enough. Thank you. Lord Varios, the king has sent for you. You must come at once. Of course, lead the way, guardsmen. I fear the worst, Butt Cake. Prepare yourself for true battle immediately. I am prepared. Let me do something. Let's search the bushes. Nothing unusual. Okay. How about these bushes? No. Wrong one. Search. Nothing unusual. Okay. Did you see Varios' face? He went pale. Something really big is happening. Let's split up and see if we can't find out what's going on. I'll see you later. Alright, see you later. Take care. Let me go fight something. Where can I get in a fight? Well, they say let's split up and go find something, and then I go outside here, and I'm just stuck. This doesn't seem very tactical. I gotta talk to this lady. I'm sick of feeling helpless. I'm going to ask Varios to train me to be a fighter. Cool. Hello, Buttcake. I've been having the worst nightmares. Have you had any? Yes or no? Yes, I've been having some awful nightmares. I bet they're the same ones I've been having, this guy says. The monk with eyebrows that are invading his entire face. I saw our land in ruins. Evil creatures roamed our halls. It seems so real. Eh? What's a youngster like you doing moping around? Get out and fight evil. I'd like to do that. Where can I do that? Through here? Ah, there we go. Okay, let's go fight some evil. I want to avoid people so I don't get drawn into unnecessary conversations. Just give me some evil to fight. Oh, there are guards here. What about out here? What is this? Let me get away from all humanity. No, I don't want to go inside another building. I need to get outside the castle grounds. But this goes into a castle. No, that was a story. Okay. Yeah. I don't care what you're saying. I no longer care. I just want to, I want to find some bad guys and see how the combat system works in this game. No, that's not going to be it. Shit. No, I don't want to... No, I don't want to discard anything. I mean, the sound's alright. Controls are okay. Looks decent enough. But I was kind of hoping that I could just jump into some action here and I wouldn't have to go through, like, long expositions from the entire royal family and the guards and Varios and what? These guys won't even let me leave. An order from the castle. No one leaves. Okay, fantastic. So you tell me, go find the evil and fight it. Yet, when I try to go and find the evil outside the town, because it seems like everyone here is just cool. Everyone's just hanging out. Everyone's walking around. No one seems scared inside the town. No one seems concerned around the castle. So why have I been, you know, sent to go and fight the evil if I can't even go and find it? I'm going to go ahead and veto this. I don't like their contrarian nature. I don't like that they've played games with me. Go fight the evil. No, you can't leave. You can't go and fight the evil. Okay, well, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go find a game where I can fight the evil, and I'll play that instead. So how about that shit? Two out of 10, Carrot says. The game isn't Vectorman, the greatest game ever made. You're giving that distinction to Vectorman, huh? Carrot's pick for greatest game ever made is Vectorman. And look, they even had a... Look at that. I missed that. On the Vectorman cover art there, play to win $25,000. I wonder if that's still going on. I'm going to have to look that up. No, we don't want any RPGs right now. Alright, I'm just gonna... We'll try Castle of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse. Something we know is going to be a nice side-scroller with some fun. and a good way to wind down the evening. Once upon a mouse. Welcome to Vera City, where life is joyful and everyone lives in peace. Not for long. Hurry before Miserabelle uses powers of illusion to make herself look like Minnie and make Minnie look evil like her. You must find the 7 gems of the rainbow. They will give you the power to overcome Miserabelle. Sounds good. I'll do what I can. What kind of room is behind this door, we wonder? It looks like a forest. This sounds nice and pleasant. Oh, nope, can't do that. Okay, you don't want to stomp on the bad guys. Apparently, you're gonna have to go over top of them. Get us some apples. Oh, you can throw them. Okay, you collect apples and then you throw them at the enemies. Nice, pleasing sound effects. I like that. But we've run out. I like that they call them tries instead of lives in this game. That's cute. This, alright. Have to time this. Just so. There we go. Get ourselves some apples. Some apples to apples. If you can't tell, Mickey's got a nice kind of airy-fairy feel to his jump. It's nice and floaty. Ah! He got me. Get them apples, Mick. Alright. Yeah, 25,000 in 1994 money. That would have been some big bucks. Heck, I'd take 25,000 right now. Whoop. Oh, man. Come on now. Oh, come on. 2 tries left. Hadn't seen them jump before. That's new. I don't like that game those guys play. Are those butterflies? A little cheap. Just a little cheap. Oh, we got another try though. Oh! I think I pulled some shit on that one. Nope. Rumor has it this is the level that inspired Gwen Stefani to write the smash hit No Doubt song Spiderwebs. So leave a message and I'll call you back. She was playing just some Mickey Mouse and said to herself, you know what? This would be a great song. I'm going to turn this into a song. My experience of this game in this level here is going to be turned into a smash hit single someday. And that's just what she did. You heard it here first. Nope. I keep thinking I've got some leeway with these guys, and then... Oh, no. Don't. No. Wow. Oh, come on, man. Okay, I've been given a small bit of health back, which is good. I appreciate that. Whoa! They really toss you down the hills. They don't give you much time to get your footing. And you gotta kind of be strategic with your apples. And you can't kill the ghost that way, so I wonder what I'm supposed to do here. Because it looks like if I try to jump over this fella, that my toe is gonna hit him and it's gonna take away life, but I don't know. I'll give it... Oh, okay, I got over him. There we go. Okay. Nicely done. But you have to be kind of strategic with your apples. Kind of like conserving ammo in a, you know, a survival horror game or something here. How do I get up there? That's a mystery. I would like all those items up there, but I don't know how to get them. Now, how about that? It's pointing back this way. But why? Is it a trick? Hey, a secret area. Ooh, look at that. Look at all those diamonds that I've just racked up there. That really boosted my score. Can you beat my high score of 4,100 now? Can you? Do you think you can? Okay, but nowhere else to go. Intriguing. Nope. Where? What happens if I just jump anyway? Ooh, I barely made it. Okay. Nice. Fancy feast right there. Fancy feasting. What are these guys doing? Up! Oh! I have a feeling that beyond these guys, if I can reach it, that might be how I get to those items, but it's not going to work. Yeah. Alright. Just going to go this way. Maybe not. Because I need some apples. I have none. Again, very bold of them to create this game. This definitely a kid's game where you've got such limited ammunition. It's like, well, how do you how do you do that? How do you get that by the people? The testers, you know? And oh, now we've gotten like, okay, that's good. Because I have a feeling that, especially back then, people kind of testing the waters on this. They would have been like, kids are going to be confused, man. All these other platformers they're playing, they're Mario Brothers. You jump on the enemies. Not only can they not jump on the enemies, but the way that they can actually combat the enemies and overcome them. Going to be with these apples, and we're only going to allow so many of them. But it is a nice feel-good platformer. Good vibes on this one. Nope, you can only get one at a time, in case you were wondering. Only one hit at a time before he does his roll. A lot of hits. Almost sound like the same sound effect they use when you defeat Robotnik, the old Eggman. Here is the red gem. You have much more to do to save Minnie. Is that a Chaos Emerald? Was Sonic just copying off of this game? Is that what was going on there? Did they copy certain things? I don't know. Well, that's a fun little look at this game, isn't it? Yes. Okay. I think we'll have to call it for the night right there with that one. But we got a fun look at a few games here. Will I do a Genesis Night 3 to look at yet more of these games, or should I hook up one of the other mini systems next time when I stream next? Because we've got, you know, we can do the Genesis again, but I also have an Atari here. I've got the C64 Mini. I've got the PlayStation Mini. I've got the TurboGrafx 16, the Super Nintendo, the Neo Geo, the NES. We got options. I mean, between those systems, I feel like we got enough games that could keep us going for a year. But I think this is fun to do. I like playing these games. I could get on here and I could play something new and trendy, or I could play an old favorite. And I'm in old favorites mood right now. I like going and exploring these old games. Because I don't, you know, I feel like the mini systems have become more of like collector's items for me. They sit here and they look nice and they're cool. I just haven't played them much. So I like the idea of doing some streams with these things and really digging into the games. The most that I've played them really is probably when I was doing the... I did a couple super reviews. I think I did one for the TurboGrafx 16 Mini, and then I did another one for the C64, I believe. If you haven't watched those videos, please go and check them out on this channel. The super reviews for the TurboGrafx and the C64, because I am very proud of those videos. Very proud of those videos. They're the types of videos that I was hoping back at the time when I did them that they would gain some traction, and I would, like, you know, feel compelled to do more in that style. And they just didn't, you know? Just didn't catch on. Much to my chagrin, because I enjoy doing them. The reason I can't just do those videos all the time is because they're a lot of work. It was a lot of work to put those together. Because I literally played every single game, not front to back, but I at least played enough to get an impression. Had to record gameplay of every single game on those systems and then edit that together. And I, reviewed 60-some games in like 5 minutes. Breakneck speed. So check those videos out if you've not done so. I'd like to hear your thoughts. And we'll see. Yeah. Okay. But to all of my viewers, to anyone lurking out there, if you were here lurking, I have no hate in my heart for you. I just appreciate people watching and hanging out. And you can lurk, you can chat, you can do whatever you want to. You can come in, you can talk shit. I won't ban you. As we were talking earlier, I might talk about you. I might say, this guy's a real piece of work. If you leave silly comments on videos with silly complaints. Now, if it's something real, I'll address it. And look, even the person who was bitching about my reading speed, after that comment, I said, okay, all right. He was kind of whining. He didn't go about it in a very eloquent way, but I'm able to look at the criticism and say, all right, well, maybe I can take something from that. Maybe I can slow down just a little bit more. Give just a little bit more time for people to read when I am going through text on the screen. So, you know, yeah, that's about that. Make sure you're listening to your Super Divorce music on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, wherever you like to stream your horse shit. Sub to the channel if you haven't done that. Leave a comment if you got anything to say. Follow me over on Twitter at Super Divorce, on Instagram at Super Divorce Band, and that's about it. Until next time, everyone, take real good care. Keep kicking ass. Love you lots. Lord willing, I'll be back very soon with another video for you to watch. Bye-bye.